What's up YouTube, Jeff back from Sammy Guru here, and I am live in Brooklyn, New York for Galaxy Unpacked. The event is tomorrow morning, but I got a chance to spend some time with all of the new devices from Samsung, including Galaxy Z Fold 7, Galaxy Z Flip 7, Z Flip 7 FE, the Galaxy Watch 8, the Watch 8 Classic, and the Galaxy Watch Ultra 2025 edition. I want to give you guys some impressions as you decide if you're going to purchase. Remember, if you are going to order the devices today, you can also get a free mystery box with a case, cleaning kit, screen protector, desktop phone stand, other randomly inserted goodies from Sammy Guru if you order through our link. That'll be in the pinned comment description below if you guys want to check it out. As I'm going through the devices, if you see something you like and you want to pick it up, we give you guys a chance to get a bunch of free goodies for supporting the website, and also using our affiliate link helps us keep making great videos and great written content at Sammy Guru. So first of all, we got the Galaxy Z Fold 7, and this is probably the largest upgrade for the foldable lineup since the Z Fold to the Z Fold 2. This time they've reduced not only the thickness of the device substantially, this device also has a much lower weight. It has a much wider cover screen. Pretty much everything that people who didn't like foldables or didn't want to switch from the Galaxy S Ultra to a foldable, they gave all these reasons why they couldn't do it. They've pretty much addressed all of those things at this point. 64.9 millimeters wide on the cover screen now, 4.2 millimeters thin when unfolded, 8.9 millimeters thick when folded, and a 215 gram weight. So this is even lighter than the Galaxy Fold Z Fold Special Edition, which I had the pleasure of using last year and made a video on. If you guys want to check that out below, of course, I'll be doing a full comparison of the Z Fold 7 to the Special Edition. In addition to that, they've improved the camera. They brought the same 200 megapixel sensor from the Galaxy S25 Ultra over to the Z Fold 7, so now you have a better camera on your foldable. The only real downside from a design and camera perspective, in my personal opinion, two things. One, you still have that punch hole on the inside. They did not get the under display, so that's going to maybe bother some people when you're watching media, things like that. Didn't really bother me too much on the Z Fold Special Edition. After a while, you kind of forget about it. And then the other thing, which is the elephant in the room, they have removed S Pen support completely from the Galaxy Z Fold 7. One of the things that I think a lot of the media here were kind of shocked, but not shocked to hear when Samsung said this in our briefing. I don't think it's a huge deal. Samsung said that a lot of people don't use the S Pen, and that's one of the reasons, but it's also the only way they could make it this much thinner and lighter. Of course, the device is also $100 more expensive, so you are paying some additional money, but with the trade-in, you get up to $1,000 trade-in credit, plus you get $150 in storage upgrade, and if you use our link, you can also get a $50 additional bonus, in addition to the mystery box that I was talking about before. My overall impressions on the Z Fold 7, very, very positive. I think if you have any Galaxy Z Fold previous edition, this is a worthwhile upgrade if you can afford it. You'll really be surprised with how much more usable it is as a daily driver because of the wider cover screen, and also how big of a difference this drastic reduction in thickness and weight makes when you have this device in your pocket. I came away really impressed, and of course the camera is also a massive upgrade. In addition, you get One UI 8, which has a bunch of awesome new features, including circle to search for gameplay. You also get a 100-degree field of view now on that front selfie camera, so you get a wider field of view for selfies. There's a ton of reasons to upgrade to this device, and so if you're considering an upgrade to a foldable or even jumping from the S line to the Fold, this would really be a year to do it. Samsung also came with a new Armor Flex hinge, grade 4 titanium lattice structure, 50% thicker ultra-thin glass to improve that durability. You've got new adhesive, Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and Corning Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2 for the durability of the device and the advanced armor aluminum. They really made this a durable device in addition to being thin and light. The battery is a little bit of a downer as well. They didn't change its 4400 milliamp hours, but they do say due to that software optimization, you're still going to get better battery life than the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which is of course nice. And you do have a 16 gig RAM variant this year, but it is exclusive to the 1 terabyte model. So if you guys are going to pick up a Galaxy Z Fold 7, again, check out the link below. Mystery box, you can claim mystery box if you order through our link using our verification form to do that. So let's talk about the Galaxy Z Flip 7, which is also another massive upgrade. Samsung made this the year of massive upgrades on their foldables. You now have a 4.1-inch cover screen, which is pretty much all display, has the thinnest bezel ever on any Galaxy Z Flip on that cover screen. It looks absolutely beautiful and immersive. They also built in some additional new software features, including an emoji cover screen wallpaper, which looks really cool. You have those colors wallpapers from One UI 8, which have been improved and expanded for the foldables. That's actually also on the Z Fold 7 as well, if you want to use those new colors wallpapers in One UI 8. They improved the battery size here, 300 milliamp hours larger than last year for the Z Flip 7, which should give you some really nice performance in terms of battery life. You have a larger inner screen as well, 6.9 inches, which makes it substantially wider than the Z Fold 6. So again, one of my main complaints about never wanting to use a flip phone as my daily driver as well was that it was too narrow when using it unfolded as well, and now that's no longer a problem. The only real qualm that I have, this device looks absolutely beautiful. The only qualm I have really with the software is that they did not make the change to allow you to run all of the apps in basically full One UI on the cover display by default. Motorola allows that with the Razr devices, and I think it's really nice. Of course, you can still use Good Lock to enable apps on the cover display, but it doesn't let you get the same UI as you would if you were just using regular One UI 8 on the cover display all the time. Maybe Samsung think that's too complicated, or maybe the user base that buy the Galaxy Z Flips just wouldn't be interested in it, but that's definitely something that I would like to see in the future. You now have 10-bit HDR enabled by default on the Galaxy Z Flip 7. That's really the only main camera upgrade that you're going to have here, but that is an upgrade for those of you who are interested in those pro-level photography and videography features. Gemini integration on the cover screen, which is absolutely massive, in addition to Now Bar and Now Brief on the cover screen, which brings some of that One UI 8 flavor to the cover screen on the Flip. So they kind of baked in a lot of cool things on the cover screen, even though they didn't go full One UI 8, which is what I would like to see. Can't really fault them because some of these things are great, like using Gemini on that cover display without having to unfold the phone is certainly a thing that a lot of people will find very useful in my opinion. Continuing to talk about the cover screen, you also have 120 Hertz there now for super smooth refresh rate. Of course, that's another reason why I kind of like to see all the apps enabled on the cover screen by default, now that you have that. Also 28600 nits brightness. This is really the best cover display out there, and it really puts it head to head with Motorola's Razr Ultra, which will be an interesting comparison that I will plan on doing in a future video. Finally, you now have Samsung DeX support on the Galaxy Z Flip 7, something that Flip fans have been waiting for a while. This is big news if you wanted to get a Flip, but that was something stopping you. Having that desktop experience when you plug in your device, connect a keyboard and a monitor is a big deal for a lot of people who use that feature on the go. So now you have that support if you are interested. Anyway, overall, both of these phones are huge upgrades. I plan to make another video completely talking about the watches because the Watch 8, the Watch 8 Classic have been completely redesigned from the previous iteration of those. I apologize for all the honking in the background. That's Brooklyn. It's 11 p.m. at night, still crazy noisy outside. But I plan to make a separate video on that. Watch 8, Watch 8 Classic, favorable impressions of both of those. Galaxy Watch Ultra, the 2025 variant, is just a color change to a new blue variant. And there's a new storage option inside, but nothing really new in terms of the hardware. All those new Samsung Health features, though, with the One UI 8 watch will come to those devices. So if you want to pick those up, there's some great bundle deals if you bundle them with the Z Fold 7 or Z Flip 7. So check that out below. And you can also get a mystery box for your watch, which will include an alternate strap, a case, and a screen protector, which we can ship with the mystery items for your phone if you would like that. So check that out below if you guys are going to order. Let me know what questions you guys have. We'll have a lot more content to come. Finally have some early units, especially of the Z Fold 7. I'll have lots of stuff to come on that device. And then the other devices as we go. Bookmark SammyGuru.com. We'll have tons of coverage over there. We have tons of articles ready to go, which I'll link below here on launch day. And of course, our reviews will be coming very soon. Appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.